Everyone remembers getting their first puppy. There's nothing more exciting than discovering your new best friend, and most of us got our puppies from the pet store. However, long before these puppies arrived to the pet store, they were born to parents in horrible conditions at a puppy mill.
Many people don't know what puppy mills are. According to ASPCA, a puppy mill is defined as a large-scale commercial breeding operation where profit is given priority over the well-being of the animals. Puppy mills, sometimes called puppy farms, are businesses that breed puppies in unhealthy, unsafe, and unsanitary conditions and then sell them to pet stores all around the country.
The breeding dogs are kept in horrible conditions. They spend their whole lives in dirty cages with rusty wired floors that harm their paws and legs. Some dogs never get to see the light of day or breathe fresh air. With algae-filled water and contaminated food, it's no wonder dogs become diseased and emaciated. These dogs live sad lives with little to no interaction, which leads to severe physical and emotional problems. Females are pushed to breed as often as possible with no time for recovery until they can no longer give birth. At this point, they are killed. The puppies that cannot be sold due to inherent diseases or defects are kept on the puppy farm to breed new litters.
Puppy mills house hundreds, even thousands of dogs. The industry rakes in millions upon millions of dollars a year. What's even more alarming is the number of people who own puppy mill dogs and don't even realize it. People seem to believe that when they are buying a puppy from a pet store, they are essentially saving that puppy. But frankly, that's not the case. When you purchase a puppy from a pet store, you're not rescuing that puppy. You're simply freeing that cage for another puppy to be ordered up. Pet stores are a business. Buying pets from a pet store just fosters the puppy mill industry and mistreatment of millions of dogs.
Although organizations are doing everything they can to try to put an end to puppy mills, it's still a huge crisis.
The scourge of puppy mills is a nationwide crisis. The Humane Society of the United States estimates that as many as 2 to 4 million puppy mill dogs are sold every year.
Who is fighting these injustices on the behalf of the puppies? Organizations such as the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Humane Society, and the local law enforcement.
These organizations gather together donations and volunteer services for rescuing neglected animals. On the legal front, these organizations are pushing for tougher legislation and regulation of the pet industry, where all animals bred to be pets are raised in healthy conditions.
So we've just raided a puppy mill out here in Wayne County, North Carolina. The breeding mothers are geriatric. They've been living their lives in these filthy, broken down kennels. Look at that. Overgrown nails, urine burns on the paws. There we go. I'm so scared, I know. How long have you been working on this case?
Working on this case since December of 2007. There is no law against puppy mills in North Carolina at the present time.
Look at these conditions for these puppies.
Is this how we want to treat man's best friend?
Hi, Mama. I want to get the heck out of here.
99% of puppies sold in pet stores come from puppy mills.
Almost every puppy sold in a pet store has a mother who will spend her entire life in a tiny cage, never being pet, never being walked, never being loved. Because they end up so sick and neglected, they usually end up being put to death when they are only 5 years old.
This is just one of the hundreds of dogs that we've rescued from this puppy mill in Tennessee. This cage has been her life for who knows how many years. If you look at the size of this cage, it's incredible that this animal has been living for years in this cage. And if this rescue didn't happen, she would have spent the rest of her life in there. Dogs are amazing. Even after knowing nothing but sadness and unkindness from people. She's still sweet. She's still ready to give kisses. She's ready to go home. We'll get you set up.
How can you help? Do not buy a puppy from a pet store. In fact, do not buy a puppy from any place that does not allow you to see its entire facility and meet the mother dog.
Adopt dogs from local shelters and rescue centers. They need help the most. If you don't find your dream pet at an animal rescue shelter, make sure you find a responsible breeder.
Responsible breeders want to meet the new family and see that the puppy has found a good home, rather than sell it to the first person to come with cash on hand.
There are also ways you can take a more active role. Get involved with any of these organizations. You can find more information on their websites.
Puppies all over the nation need your help. Even our President Barack Obama is doing his part.